Today we're fixing Thanksgiving. Not Thanksgiving dinner, we're just really fixing the holiday.
Bring home the schmaltz.
Hello again, Schmaltzeteers. Welcome to another episode of Schmaltzmark. My name is Wayne, and with me, as always, is my lovely bride of 18 years as of today. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, we started with a kiss. We're like movies and mysteries. Well, guys, it's Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
And I know that ever since we started doing this channel and started doing this show in particular, people have been saying, well, why are you talking about Christmas already? And you see all these memes on Facebook, Kelly, you know, every time somebody mentions Christmas before Thanksgiving Day.
Let's eat the turkey before we start talking about Christmas.
Santa has to kill another reindeer or something. You know, there's all these memes out there.
Something.
There are people out there who get really offended.
Yes.
If you listen to Christmas music, watch Christmas movies, or talk about Christmas, and God forbid you decorate before Thanksgiving Day. Well, we don't believe in that.
Nope.
Not a bit, and there's a reason why. Why is that, Kelly?
The last good Thanksgiving, like the really good Thanksgiving we had, was 18 years ago on our honeymoon.
Yep, there you go. Most of our Thanksgivings have been, if not outright terrible, right on the verge, or just plain boring.
Just
Sometimes we go for boring to avoid the bigger disaster.
Yeah, we don't want to tempt disaster.
A lot of people don't know this. Thanksgiving is actually adapted. It's an anglicized version of a Wampanoag word, which means let's kill these white people with coronary artery disease and type 2 diabetes.
Not really.
It is. It's a fact. Look it up. So Kelly, let's talk a little bit about this, about the Franklin Thanksgiving curse.
Okay, let's do that.
First year we were together, what was Thanksgiving like?
You had worked 21 hours, 2-1, and instead of packing and driving to his parents' house, which I was going to be spending my first Thanksgiving with my future in-laws, instead he worked 21 hours, and then we ended up having Thanksgiving dinner at the omelet shop.
Yep.
And
it's
went
kind
to
of
a
like
movie.
the Waffle House, but not exactly.
Yeah.
And then we went to see a Star Trek movie.
That was our first Thanksgiving together.
Yeah. Second Thanksgiving together, I believe you had food poisoning.
I had horrible food poisoning. We went down to his parents anyway, with me sick as a dog. And I spent most of that weekend in the bed.
Yeah. So that one was not good either.
No, it was awful. And had I been older and more mature, I would have been like, I'm staying home, you go ahead.
Our third Thanksgiving together, I think there was a lot of passive-aggressive infighting. We tried to go to your family's for Thanksgiving. That didn't go well.
No.
So it was like all those classic Thanksgiving movies you see where everybody comes together and nobody really likes each other. Yeah, that's what it was. Fourth one was good.
Yes.
Because it was our honeymoon.
Yay.
We were on our honeymoon and we got out of the country. That was the key to the whole thing.
And I had surf and turf, lobster and steak for Thanksgiving dinner. Boy.
We won't mention the fact that we started off the honeymoon with me having strep throat.
No. That was beside the point. Thanksgiving Day was great.
Yeah. So, yeah, good meal on a cruise.
And
that was the best one.
Then we have had 2 or 3. We don't really remember. We know 2 for sure, probably 3 Thanksgivings where a family member was in the hospital and we actually brought Thanksgiving dinner to the hospital to the family member so they wouldn't miss out.
Had Thanksgiving dinner in a hospital room. We also had a year where we had 2 broken down cars. One of our kids was sick, and my dad was in the hospital leading up to Thanksgiving. And then, strangely enough, that's one of our better Thanksgivings.
Yeah, that one was not so bad.
That one was pretty good by comparison. We got stranded on the side of the highway once.
Now, I have to say, even compared to the ones in the hospital, that was the most stressful one because we're stranded on the side of the highway with a 2-year-old and a cat. And we're on the interstate.
Yeah, broken down car as people are zooming down I-65 past us.
Tractor trailers just 70 miles an hour shaking the car. It was... I have been more scared, but I was pretty darn scared.
And then we end up at your cousin's house, and we couldn't leave.
Thankfully, he came to our rescue, but because we didn't have any credit cards at the time, car rental agencies would only allow you to rent a car if you had a credit card,
not a check card.
So
much for being debt free.
So we weren't allowed to rent a car.
Right.
So finally we worked it out after my cousins took care of their business. He drove us home, but there was not enough room in his pickup, so he had to drive with the tow truck driver all the way from, like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah.
So
And it was at that point you vowed you were never leaving town again.
I was never ever going to leave town
Which
again.
worked out really well because the next year we couldn't leave town because our car was broken down again and we were stuck at home anyway.
Right. Which was fine by me.
We've had several Thanksgivings with a lot of vomiting going on.
Yes.
Stomach viruses, food poisoning, etc.
And it had nothing to do with the Thanksgiving meal. It was all
some kind of illness that was already cooking up. One of those turned out okay, though. You were nauseous on Thanksgiving, and it turned out a few days later.
I was pregnant with our first baby.
Yeah, so that one was all right.
Yes.
We'll forgive that vomiting.
Yes.
Needless to say, we don't think much of Thanksgiving around here.
No,
we really are sort of like this every year at Thanksgiving going,
yes. We joke that we're going to be thankful
Where's it gonna hit?
364 days of the year.
Yeah.
And that one day
and we're going to be total ingrates for that one day.
We air our grievances on that day. So
We've called it misgivings.
misgivings.
Yeah, I'm personally leaning toward no Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no Thanksgiving.
But all of that being said, there are ways that I think that we can fix Thanksgiving.
Redeem
maybe
the holiday.
not for us.
But
it may be
for-
too late for us. But
Yes.
for everybody else out there, for all those people out there who hate when someone jumps ahead to Christmas before Thanksgiving has happened, we have the answers to fixing this holiday.
Yes.
All right. So the biggest problem to me with Thanksgiving is that it needs a better soundtrack.
Right. The reason why that there are Christmas channels with Christmas music playing
Already. Yeah,
since
at the beginning of
Halloween,
November. Yeah, exactly.
is because there are thousands of Christmas songs.
Yes. And how many Thanksgiving songs are there?
I think the only ones I really know of maybe came from Charlie Brown.
I think that's the only one.
Yeah.
And it didn't come from Charlie Brown. It's from an old poem. But the Over the
That's
River
where
and
I
Through the
know it
Woods
from,
thing.
yes.
That's the only one. All right. So can you name anybody who ever recorded that song and made it a big hit?
No.
No. It's never been done by Mariah Carey, and she's done everything.
She's done all the Christmas songs.
Frank Sinatra never sang it. Not that I know of. If so, they never play it.
Nat
Elvis?
King- Nat
No
King
Elvis.
Cole
No
didn't
Nat
do
King
it.
Cole. No Mel Torme. I mean, come on. What do you expect?
Bing
Thanksgiving?
Crosby.
Give us some music.
That's right.
Any holiday like Christmas that can boast hits by John Lennon, Elvis, the Beach Boys, Sinatra, Satchmo, Gene Autry, and Bing Crosby, that just shows you how important a good soundtrack is to your holiday.
Absolutely.
So
Thanksgiving, if you want to bring it,
You got to step it up.
bring some music.
With that in mind, I have some suggestions here for some Thanksgiving
wow.
songs.
Okay, let's hear that.
So we're not songwriters. I'm just going to put these out there. These are just titles. These are to get you thinking. Get those creative juices really flowing. So all you songwriters, yeah, pay attention. Take these ideas and run with them. All right. So first one, Miles Standish. He's my main dish. Yeah.
And
See, because it's a play on words.
It
You know, Miles
is.
Standish was one of the
One of the
pilgrims
pilgrims,
at the
yes,
first
yes.
Thanksgiving, and then main dish. You know, it's all about the food.
right, obviously.
So, if I can stuff your turkey, you can glaze my ham.
I don't even want to know what that one is.
Well, we'll just consider it the Thanksgiving equivalent of Santa Baby. Doing the Wampanoag Womp. I don't know what that is either, but it could be a great dance.
It could be,
I
totally.
smell a hit.
Sounds like a 50s.
No one
dance.
can like a Puritan can.
I don't think they're allowed to do anything, are they?
Yeah, well, but no one can like they can. I'm dreaming of a brown Thanksgiving. This is another problem Thanksgiving has. Terrible color scheme.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah. All I want for Thanksgiving is some Zyrtec for my seasonal leaf mold allergies.
That one might be a little too long.
Well,
a little
you know.
wordy. Gotta shorten that a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta, but you know,
Truncate
you
that
wake
title.
up. You wake up on Thanksgiving morning. You go to your horn of plenty there, and it should be stuffed with gifts from Old Saint Trippy. We'll get into that later.
They also need a
A mascot?
Well, Christmas has Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah,
Maybe you could have the Pilgrim and the Cornucopia.
yeah. Turkey on the lurkey.
Yeah.
The Lurking Turkey.
The Lurking Turkey.
Tom the Lurking Turkey.
That millions of dollars right there.
I also have another suggestion. One more song, and that is Just Another Flavorless, No Fun Vegan Tofurkey Thanksgiving. For the vegans out there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. See, that's a cruelty-free song. And I know somebody out there really cares about that and will write that one for us. But, you're talking about mascots.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving needs a mascot. I have a suggestion for that, too.
Okay.
Saint Tryptophan, the Thanksgiving elf. Also known as Santryphan, also known as Old Trip, also known as Saint Trippy. He's a trickster demon, and he's known for lulling his victims to sleep with copious amounts of food, and then he awakens them with the violent triggering of their gag reflex.
That's not a very good mascot.
Listen, you write what you know.
I mean,
this is what I know.
The lulling to sleep part isn't so bad,
but there's always got to be the awakening with vomiting, at least in my experience. Yeah. So anyway, maybe we can work on the details of Saint Tryptophan, but I think he's got potential. Yeah, I can tell you're leaning toward the turkey guy.
I am.
Yeah, see, yours is kind of a pagan thing.
Yeah.
Mine's a little more holy. The other thing that Thanksgiving needs, though, Kelly, is better movies.
Yes. Again, Christmas. I mean, Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And then the traditional Christmas movies. I mean, just you could fill up 2 or 3 months with just Christmas movies.
Name a great Thanksgiving movie.
Besides Charlie Brown?
Besides Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, which, by the way, is maybe the third best Charlie Brown holiday special.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely not the best.
So you don't even get the best Charlie Brown for Thanksgiving.
No, you got Christmas,
then
Halloween,
Great Pumpkin,
and then Thanksgiving.
And it's only funny because of the popcorn and the toast.
Right. So other than that, Holiday Inn
Does have a brief Thanksgiving thing.
Thanksgiving,
but it's kind of actually a period gag about the fact that the president and Congress at the time were arguing over when Thanksgiving should happen.
Right, because the
so you got the little animated turkey
along.
that keeps going back and forth between 2 different Thursdays.
Right. But other than those two, I can't really think of another holiday movie.
Well, there is one feature-length movie that I really enjoy that's a Thanksgiving film.
What?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, I never really liked that movie.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do. It's sort of the Christmas vacation of Thanksgiving films. And then there's also a really good Daffy Duck short that hardly anybody remembers, but that one's fun too. Other than that,
you have to reach into the recesses of your mind.
Every other movie about Thanksgiving is usually about some dysfunctional New England family coming together and yelling at each other for a week.
And who wants that?
Yeah. Awful. We need better movies. All right, and I have a solution for that as well, Kelly.
Ooh.
All right, so we're going to do a little Thanksgiving movie Mad Lib.
Okay.
All right. So.
Am I filling in the blanks?
Yes, you are. I need a Thanksgiving food. One word, please.
Dang it. Well, turkey.
Okay. A Thanksgiving color.
Green.
Something that makes you think of fall.
Leaves.
Some sort of a municipal event.
Can this be more than one word?
Sure.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
No, but not something that already has a title. Just a type of event, a parade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do parade then.
Okay. And I need a magical character.
Any magical character, or does it need to relate to Thanksgiving?
It could be like an elf, not necessarily with a name, but like an elf or a sprite, a fairy, or whatever.
Yeah, let's go with Sprite.
A sprite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one.
Not capital S, because we wouldn't dare violate copyright like that of the Coca-Cola Company.
No.
All right, so here we go.
Okay.
You want to hear it? This is the log line for our new Thanksgiving movie.
Okay, let's hear it.
When big city girl Turkey Green returns to her quaint hometown of Leaves to save the annual Thanksgiving parade, the last thing she expected was to meet the real Thanksgiving sprite and rediscover the true meaning of the holiday. Practically writes itself.
It writes itself 100%.
I mean, we'll load this sucker up with some tropes.
Yeah, man.
We'll have a near-miss kiss in there.
No, you got to have something besides a near-miss kiss.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you mean like a near-miss handshake? Let's try that. See, that's not very romantic at all. Then you end up groping each other, and we know that doesn't go well for people.
How about a near-miss side hug?
Yeah, that works. All right, so we get the near-miss side hug. I think rather than fake snow, we have fleaves.
Fake leaves.
Fake leaves everywhere. Yeah, because you're going to be shooting it in the summer, probably.
Probably.
Or you might be shooting it in the winter when you should be shooting your Christmas special.
Right.
But your schedule's
Your
all
seasons
off.
are off.
Yeah. Anyway, I also think that Thanksgiving needs a better date. This fourth Thursday of the month stuff is just nonsense. Pick a date and stick with it.
Well, you know what bothers me about it? It's always just a couple of days before the Iron Bowl.
Oh, that is a big problem. It's always sandwiched between our anniversary and the Iron Bowl.
Right.
But we don't get to take those other things off as holidays necessarily. I mean, usually the Iron Bowl's on a Saturday, so that works out well. But
Still.
yeah, if they would move it up, like have it on a fixed date, then we could have the whole week off.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
And listen, only also ran holidays don't have a fixed date. Mm-hmm. Think about it. 4th of July,
Valentine's
fixed
Day.
date. Valentine's Day, fixed date. Christmas, fixed date. New Year's Day, fixed date. Easter, well, that's kind of special, and it has something to do with Passover. Nobody really understands how they calculate that one anyway. But think about the others that just fall on a certain day of the week of a certain month.
Right.
Columbus Day.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Labor Day. Lamey Day.
So Thanksgiving.
These are lame holidays.
Thanksgiving, pick a day.
Thanksgiving, you're running the risk of becoming Columbus Day, man. I'm just, from the heart, I'm telling you. Got to fix it. Better events, too.
Well, now, the parade is always... It's
one parade in the country that everybody knows about.
Right.
And then you're forced to watch it on NBC where they just have a picture of the front of the building the whole time.
This is true.
And people dancing. And then you can go over to CBS where people don't really know that it's the same parade that's on there, but they shoot it anyway because it's on public streets and nobody can stop them. But yeah, other than that, what do you got? You don't go out for, big leaf raking events.
No.
Christmas tree lightings are now happening before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So,
although if you did have a leaf raking event and had kids that would just come and jump in the pile of leaves, I think kids would enjoy that. Well, you have...
It's true. I'd be for that.
Yeah. Hay rides could be bumped past Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween's kind of taken over the hay ride.
Yeah. And the corn mazes and the...
Yeah. So, I mean, Thanksgiving's got to up its game here.
Yeah, I mean, if Halloween is beating you...
Yeah, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
You're in big trouble.
Halloween, really?
Thanksgiving lights.
Right.
Why not?
People do Halloween lights.
You could do the Thanksgiving leaf pile.
Decorate it up.
Put some lights around it.
Yeah.
That sucker would be festive. Flammable, but festive.
But,
I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if none of that stuff works, Kelly, if we can't actually save Thanksgiving, we can try to save you from Thanksgiving. So you need to be prepared. Find a bunker, Thanksgiving-proof survival bunker, and make sure you're stocked with anti-nausea medication, barf bags.
Just in case the anti-nausea medication doesn't work.
Several gallons of coconut water or other hydrating fluids,
Yes.
that you can tolerate when you're nauseous. A toolkit of some sort. Emergency roadside reflectors. These are, of course, if you're traveling on the holiday, which is a very bad idea.
Emergency roadside assistance, so you can actually call somebody for help.
Yeah, exactly. Flare guns and flares.
Yes.
Make sure you have rental car coverage as well. A full-time mechanic. That's really the only way to go.
That's really the answer.
If you travel with a mechanic, man, you're set.
You're all set.
Extra cell phones for calling 911 because, you never know how many you're going to need to actually get through.
Because the batteries are going to die on the ones you currently have.
Of course. Pre-qualification for the witness protection program in case things really get serious.
Because it could happen.
Yeah. And finally, cyanide pills, just in case. That's it, Kelly.
Yep.
That's it. That's our diatribe on Thanksgiving. You won't have to listen to it again until next year.
No, we'll find something else to talk about next
Maybe Thanksgiving will go so well this year, despite the fact that we just had to buy a new washer and dryer and we bought a new ladder to trim the hedges and then the hedge trimmer blew up in my hands. Despite all of that, maybe we can salvage the holiday and talk about that. How we did it. How we salvaged.
How we redeemed Thanksgiving.
We could save Thanksgiving for all the people out there like us who are cursed. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Please.
Kelly,
Yes.
It's not Schmaltz.
Unless it ends with a kiss.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
To watch more Schmaltzmark, click the rectangular thingy up in the top left. To subscribe to Wannabe Films, our channel, so you can always know when we post, click on the round thingy to the upper right.